Hello guys, welcome back. So we will continue today with basic algorithm scripting from freeCodeCamp. Before we get started, don't forget to subscribe. Okay, so let's get started. We need to create a function that looks through an array, which is the first argument, and returns the first element in the array that passes a truth test, which is the second argument. Okay, if no element passes the test, return undefined. Okay, so we need to use this function here, and here's an example, all numbers which are even in this case. So what we need to do is, let's see, we are going to iterate through the array. Okay, I'm going to remove this part. Now, I'm going to make a for loop, let I equal to 0, and I is going to be smaller than array.length and I++. Okay, so now we need to check if func of array at I, and then we need to return. So let's declare let okay lm, and then if this one, we just make element equal to array I. Okay, and then in the end we just return the element. If we don't find it here, it will return undefined by default. So let's run this test. So in this case, it should return 8. Of course, we need to stop the loop here. I forgot about that part. So let's do this. Okay, this code may be a little bit redundant, but let's see. Yeah, that does it. Okay, so we need to check if a value is classified as a Boolean primitive, return true or false. Okay, so we need to check if a value is true or false. So we can check the type of the Boolean, or we can do a strict equality. Let's try this. I don't remember exactly what was the type of function, so we can use the type of. So init type of bool, and if this one is equal to Boolean, then this one should do it. Yeah, great. Okay, now title case sentence. Okay, so we need to return the provided string with the first letter of each word capitalized. Okay, and then the rest of the words should be in lowercase. Okay, so first we need to split the string. Okay, so let's make it an array. Let array is going to be str.split, and we're going to split it on the space. Let's console log this so we see what we have so far. So log array. Okay, so what we want to do now is to capitalize the first letter. Okay, so we need to iterate through all the words so all the elements in this array and capitalize only the first letter. Let's do this. I'm going to remove this, we don't need it. So for let I equal to 0, and then I smaller than r dot length I plus plus. Okay, so word is going to be ri, and we want word 0 to be capitalized. Okay, so we can do that, I think, with a method in JavaScript. So we can do this with a function to uppercase. First, let's do this. Okay. So let's see. So we want the word now to be word is going to be the first letter is going to be to uppercase, and we're going to concatenate it with the rest of the word. Okay, word dot slice, and I'm going to get from the first element to the last. I think this one should do it. We don't have to give the second argument. And this one to lower case. Let's see. Let's console log this. Log new word. Okay, this one seems to be working. Now, in the end, we just need to join all this. So let's make a new array. It's going to be an empty array. Okay. So we're going to push new array dot push new word, and wait, let's console log this. New new R. Yeah, this is what we want. Now we need to join it. Okay, so let's return the new array dot join, and I'm going to use the space, and let's run this. Okay, perfect. Okay, now we're going to use slice and splice. Okay, we need to use slice and splice to copy each element of the first array into the second array in order. Okay, we need to begin inserting elements at index n of the second array. Okay. So we need to insert elements at index n of the second array. Here's an example. This one should return 41235. Okay. So I think we can do something like this. So array.to.splice, and we need to add at the index n. We search at index n. Okay, and the second argument is the number of elements we want to delete, so this is 0. And now we want to add all the elements from array 1, but I don't know if we can use the spread operator. let's see, console.log this. Okay. Let's see, what if we do just this one? If I remember correctly, this is how Splice works. Okay, let's check again. Or maybe let's do something. Array. I'm always used to Python notation, sorry about that. Okay, so let's try to just create a copy of array. So let new r going to be array2.slice, and I'm getting all of it. And now let's just do this. Okay, now it's working. So let's return this one here, and we want to use the spread operator to get all of array1. Why isn't this? What if we do just array1? Maybe this one doesn't actually return anything. Oh yeah, I couldn't remember the exact. Okay. What if we just chain this here? Wait a second. I'm just using Splice right after slice. No, it doesn't like that. So new array is going to be new. What if we just do 213? This one was working a moment ago. Oh, we don't need to do the reassignment. Yeah. Yep, that's what we needed. Okay, great. Now, falsy bouncer. We need to remove all falsy values from an array. Okay. So all the values that are false, null, zero, empty string, undefined, and none. Okay. So we need to try to convert each value to a Boolean. So this is an example. 7, 8 false, so should return okay. I think any of this should evaluate to false by itself. I'm not sure. Let's try this. So let's iterate through the array. I smaller than array.length and I plus plus. Now let's just do if array at I is What about? And then we just pop it. Pop I. Let's try this. No, it doesn't take care of empty strings. It just takes care of false. Okay. So let's see. We need to check if any of the false. Okay, so I looked it up and I think you can use a Boolean wrapper here, since the hint says try to converting each value to a Boolean. So I'm going to let val be new Boolean, and I'm going to take the element ri. Okay, so all these will convert into false, null, zero, undefined. Okay, now I'm going to check val. This one doesn't seem to be working. Oh, okay. So I am not getting this. Let's see. So okay, I think we shouldn't use. We should use Boolean as a function here. Okay. So this returns true, true, false. Let's see. I think this one is. Let's run this. Okay. We have something here which is not working correctly. Okay. So let's see. So we want to. Okay, let's try something else without this Boolean wrapper. So let's just do. Oh yeah, the expression is this one. Array at I. Okay. So let's see. Okay, now I get it. Of course, this isn't working because we are popping elements from the array, so we are modifying the array and we are looping through it, and then the index. Ah, yeah, of course. So let's do something else. Let's declare a new array, an empty array. Okay. So we're not going to pop, but we're going to do new array.push ri. So this one converts it into a Boolean. If it is true, we just push it. For the false values, we don't do anything. So in the end, we create a new array with only the values we want. Okay, so this one seems to be working. Okay, great. Now we have this one. Where do I belong? Okay, we need to return the lowest index at which value the second argument should be inserted into an array, first argument, once it has been sorted. Okay, so here's an example. We have an array 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1.5 should return 1 because it is greater than 1 and at index 0, but less than 2 and in index 1. Okay, so this one should return 2 because the array has been sorted and it will look like 3, 5, 20, and 19 is less than 20. Okay, so first let's sort the array. Okay, so to sort the array we just do this array.sort in place. Let's try this. If it has sorted our array, okay, if we give 20, no, 70, 40, 60, okay, so it sorts our array. And now I want to insert, so let's just iterate. Okay, for let I equal to 0 and I is going to be less than array.length I plus plus. Okay, so if if element I is larger than num, we can just return I. Okay. Let's try to see. Let's see what happens here. In this case, we have 40, 60, 70, so we want 50. It's good because so as soon as the ith element of the array is larger than the number, then we want that number to be at that ith at that index I. Okay, so I'm just leaving here a default return 0. If we go through the array, yeah, this one should work. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and 30 should return 2. So, okay, so let's make this bigger than or equal to num. What does this return? Let's try this one. Okay. This one returns 0. So, if we sort this and we go through, so 3, 3, 5, when we go to this one should break it and should return I. I don't understand why this isn't working. Let's see. Let's console log the array just to be sure. What? Why isn't this sorted? This one is supposed to be sorted. Okay, I think I got it why this isn't working, because sort works for strings in this case. So I think it considers this one a string starting with 2. So in JavaScript, this using the sort for string, this should be sorted. Okay, so what we can do is give it a function right here. So we can give it, we can use a lambda expression, I think. Let's see if that works. A minus b. So yeah, this one is working. What this does is just checks the difference, and when the difference is so it ranks them by the difference. When it is positive, of course, the first A is larger than B. Okay, so now that we have it sorted, then this one should work. Okay. This one is still not working. Okay. We should return. In this case, we just should return the length of the array, not 0. Sorry. Perfect. Okay. Now mutations. Okay, so we need to return true if the string in the first element of the array contains all of the letters of the string in the second element of the array. So this one should return true, this one no, and this one also true, because line is an anagram of alien, so that means that all the letters in alien are in line as well. Okay, so what we need to do first, let's make everything lowercase and split it into arrays. That should be easier. So we have, so always we have 2 elements in the array. So let's make the so first word is going to be array at index 0. I'm going to make this 2 lower case, and let's console log this first word and see. Wait. Of course, that. Okay, that works. And let's split it. Split it like this. Okay, great. Let's do the same for the second word. So I'm going to do the same. Second word, I'm going to call this second word, and it's going to be at index 1. Okay, now we need to check if all the letters in the second string are present in the first. Okay, let's iterate through all. I'm going to make a for loop that I to 0, I smaller than second word dot length, and I++. So now we want to check if second word I is in the first word. So we can check this by using first word index of. So if this one returns an index which is different from -1, it means that this letter is contained in the first word, this one, okay? But yeah, maybe we just check for the ones which aren't contained. So if it is equal to -1, then we just interrupt it and return false. Okay, otherwise we just return true, because this means that we have gone through all the array and we haven't found a letter which doesn't match. This one should, yeah, okay. This one should be the last one for algorithm scripting. Chunky monkey. Okay, so we need to write a function that splits an array, first argument, into groups, the length of size of second argument, and returns them as a two-dimensional array. Okay. So this one, A, B, C, D, and 2 should return an array with A, B, and then another one with C, D. Okay. So let's see. Okay, so in this case, let's create an empty array. New array is going to be an empty array. And now let's iterate through, and we want to return this. Okay, so let's iterate through this for I starting at 0, I smaller than array.length. And now, since we want to create subarrays with length size, then we can just increment by the size so that we get the index of the first and the last element of the subarray. Okay, you'll understand it better with the code. So size, and now we have, so one subarray is going to be array.slice starting from I until I plus size. Okay, so if the size is 2 in this case, we will start at 0, and this one will be the slice 0, 2, so it will get only 0 and 1. The element with index 2 won't be included, of course. That's how slice works. And then after we get this, let's just push this into the new array dot push subarray. Okay. Of course. Let's console log this. Okay, this one seems to be working. Let's see. Perfect. Okay. Now, guys, this was the last exercise for basic algorithm scripting. So thank you for watching. I'll continue with the rest of the freeCodeCamp curriculum in the next videos. Okay, don't forget to like, share, subscribe to support the channel. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.